I want to state that my term of service as Chief Administrative Secretary has now come to an end.
Today, after several years of public service in various capacities, and after a lot of soul searching and listening to the people of my county, Mandera, I have accepted their request to seek for the elective position as the governor for Mandera County in 2022 election.
One by one at various government ministries, public servants tendered their resignation ready to join politics.
I tendered my resignation from my position in government to His Excellency the President.
But as the battle over the succession heats up, Deputy President William Ruto is a man walking not that pretty ahead of his resignation from the ruling Jubilee party. Ruto, following the fallout with his boss Uhuru Kenyatta, he opted for the UDA party, but emerging questions is whether the second man in command will as well lose his post as the deputy president. Should he resign from Jubilee party? Charles Kanjama is the constitutional lawyer.
So a governor, a president, or their deputy can actually change from one political party to another without any impact in terms of losing their office. And this is because governors, presidents, and their deputies hold executive office. They hold office in the executive arm of the national and county governments, while the MPs and MCs are only holding office in the legislative arm.
According to Kanjama, Ruto will continue serving as the deputy president until his term expires or when he hands over power to his successor.
So for the executive arm, it's important for reasons of continuity that the Constitution has provided that those senior office holders will not be removed merely because they have changed political party. And I can give the example, I think it happened in Malawi some years back, where there was a disagreement between the president and the deputy president. They ended up being in opposite parties, and the deputy president remained in office. And when the president died, the deputy president was now like in an opposing party, ended up taking office because that was the constitutional requirement.
UDA Chairman Johnson Mudama and lawyer John Khaemba defends the DP's post, saying the Constitution of Kenya supersedes the election laws.
Election laws are different from the Constitution. The Constitution is more superior than the election laws. So which comes first and which sits on the other one? The Constitution is clear.
But what are the privileges that Deputy President William Ruto might lose should he resign as the Deputy President?
And this applies especially to members of county assembly. It does not apply to governors, president, deputy president, or deputy governor. Neither does it apply to members of parliament.
Lawmakers, especially members of parliament, senators, and women representatives defecting to other political parties according to the law needed to resign from their offices. However, this has been a tall order for those being forced out of the office.
So they are not required to resign within 6 months before the election like other public officers, because they are elected officials, and the Constitution foresaw that these elected officials should be allowed to continue discharging their function before the elections.
The fate of the members of the county assemblies, however, hangs on the thread before the Court of Appeal delivers the judgment on whether they should resign from their positions before contesting for high offices like members of parliament and the senators. On Wednesday, IEBC gave a temporary reprieve. Earlier on, there was confusion on whether the members of the county assemblies seeking for parliamentary positions in the August polls were required to resign by Wednesday, a matter that aroused a public debate.
But in the future, it will be a good thing if we can have at least a convention that a deputy president who has served with the president twice, or cabinet secretaries who have worked with the president twice, when the president leaves the office, they should also go. This will minimize misunderstandings. This will minimize the problems that we find ourselves in.
This was after the National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi on Tuesday insisted that members of the County Assembly seeking a parliamentary position should resign to avoid being disqualified from vying for other seats. Reporting for Ebru TV, I'm Khaemba.